What's good, boys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Before we get into it, I gotta do my shout out of the day. In yesterday's video, I asked y'all who's your favorite but forgotten NBA player, and my favorite comment comes from Will and Frails 31, who says my favorite forgotten NBA player is Alex English. He's top 20 in scoring and a second round steal. Personally like him because he went to college in South Carolina, but he's one of the best scorers of all time. Very, very true. A lot of people don't even know who he is, and the guy put the ball in the basket a lot. Can you complete the NBA question NBA chain? I know King of the Fourth Quarter can. Of course, yeah, I can get it done, but the real challenge is getting it done on the first try. Can I answer 100 questions in the row? Because if y'all don't know how this works, question 1 relates to question number 2, 2 to 3, and so on and so forth. If you get one wrong, you got to start completely over. So the goal is to get them all right first try. So let's get into it. If you see down here, we have not played this just yet. All right, let's get into it. Okay, click the GOAT's name to start. I mean, can't get the fourth quarters up there. No, Michael Jordan, there he is. Who lost how many NBA finals? This many, that many. What's the number of which current NBA superstar? It's always Russell Westbrook. When you talk about the number 0, the first thing that comes to mind is Russell Westbrook. I know there's other number 0s in the league that are good, but Russ is number 1. Who went to college where? UCLA. This player also went to UCLA. Oh my God. There's a lot of names here, so I gotta go through this line and see if I can find somebody who went to UC. Drew Holiday. Boom. Who was on which team in the 2016-2017 NBA season? The Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans. Who acquired this center from the Kings? Of course, we're talking about DeMarcus Cousins, whose nickname is Boogie. Who played with this ex-Clipper at Kentucky? That's Eric Bledsoe. Who's on which team this season? That is the Phoenix Suns, who have 0 rings. The same number of conference finals appearances this star point guard has. We're talking about Chris Paul, but you never know. Chris Paul, I mean, he got traded to a team that looks okay. Maybe he's going to make it this year, even though the West is still super stacked. Oh, who just got traded to the Houston Rockets? So this is a very, very recent quiz, and I'll shout out the guy who created it and sent it to me at the end of the video, because he definitely sent this to me personally. Whose coach is Mike D'Antoni, who had a beef with this player, Carmelo. That was a while ago, but yeah, him and Carmelo got into it, and that's kind of why he's no longer the coach in New York. Right? Yes. No? Well, the question's right. I got the answer right. Who's best friends with this player nicknamed the King? Of course, the King is LeBron James. Who's been a part of how many NBA franchises? Just 2, Miami and Cleveland. Is the number this NBA player wears? Kyrie Irving. John Wall is there. And Kawhi Leonard is there. What? There's 3 different players who are number 2 right here. So which one I'm going to pick Kyrie. Right. Okay. Great. So there's 3 players there that wear the number 2. I did not get 100% my first try, but that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Well, I was right. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to speed this up. I'll get back to this question, and we'll try somebody else's name. So I want to complete this. All right, I want to complete this. Okay, so we're back here. Only took me a couple seconds, so that's clutch. Is the number that this player wears? We're still talking about 2. I'm going to go John Wall this time. It could be Kawhi, so I could be starting this thing all over. There he is. Okay, John Wall. Who plays where? In Washington, D.C. You're not getting me. You're not getting me no more. I'm not getting another thing wrong. Washington, D.C., which is where which NBA team plays? The Wizards. All right. Who are in the Southeast Division, which also has the this NBA team that plays from Georgia. Oh, okay. That's the Atlanta. Who lost their center in free agency? Al Horford, who went to Florida, which is where this player played as well. Okay, we got to go through the list again. There's 100 things here. We got to find the one other player that went to Florida. Mo Spates. Boom, baby. Whose nickname is right below it, Mo Buckets. Who won his championship with the Golden State Warriors, whose franchise point leader is Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain, who scored 100 points in the game, obviously. Which is the sum when you add 1 to this player's number. So we're looking for somebody who wears number 99. I know Darko Milicic wore the number 99 just for 1 year when he was in Boston, maybe. But okay, only player in the NBA that wears number 99 right now is Jay Crowder, who plays for the Boston Celtics. who have 17 rings, which is how many points this center averaged. I don't know. First of all, I'm going to pause this right now. As you can see, the time's going to stop. My air conditioner is about to cut on, and I don't need that sound right now. So give me a second. Okay. That was not long. So obviously, I couldn't look up anything. The time is still the same, okay? How many points? Okay. Oh, what was the last question? 17. This is how many points the center averaged last season. So first of all, we got to look at centers. Andre Drummond is definitely a candidate. I don't know how much he averaged. I don't watch Pistons games. Blake Griffin, no. Just looking for centers. Hassan Whiteside is a good one. Yo, I think it may be Hassan Whiteside. It's between Hassan Whiteside and Andre Drummond. Steven Adams, no, he didn't average 17. No way. Hassan. Great. Who used to play for which team? He was drafted by the Sacramento Kings. Who received this rookie in the DeMarcus Cousins trade? We're talking about Buddy Hield. Who played college ball where? Oklahoma. Blake Griffin. Who's known for his monster dunks. Monster contract now. Second highest paid player in NBA history. After a couple days ago. This player is known for their monster dunks. Okay, we're looking for somebody else who throws down. Joe Green. I think it's Joe Green, but we're gonna take a second and look through all the other options just so we don't have to restart. It's Joe Green. That's the only person there. Okay. Who played for this team in Florida? He played for the Miami Heat like last year or 2 years ago. Whose president is Pat Riley, one of the best in the biz. Who used to coach the Lakers. Who used to have this Spaniard center on his team. We're talking about Big Pal, my boy. Well, kind of my boy. I mean, he was all right when he was in Chicago. I'm not going to complain. He did his thing. Who is currently on the San Antonio Spurs, who have this two-way stud, Kawhi Leonard. Okay, who was drafted by the Indiana Pacers, traded for George Hill, who's currently on no team, but because he's a free agent. But last year, he was on the Utah Jazz, whose head coach is Quinn Snyder, who went to Duke. He was an All-American at Duke in his senior year. Don't sleep. He played under Coach K, and then he coached under Coach K. That's why I like Quinn Snyder. He was coached by one of the best ever, which is where this player went to college. What are we talking about? What team or what college are we talking about? That's what I get for talking, running my mouth. Quinn Snyder, Duke. Okay, we're talking about somebody that went to Duke. Okay, look at the options. Jabari Parker went to Duke, straight out of Chicago, who's teammates with Greg Monroe and Giannis. And Malcolm Brogdon. I'm going to assume that it's going to be Giannis because he's the most popular out of those three. But that's another question, like who wears number 2? There's 3 answers right here, but I'm going to go Giannis. Okay, whose nickname is the Greek Freak, who plays under Jason Kidd, who retired as a player, I think on the Knicks. I think his last season he played for the Knicks, and then right after that, he went to coach the Brooklyn Nets. Like that season after that. Retired, he's like, okay, let me get another job as a coach. Whose owner is James Dolan, one of the worst owners, who's hated by Knicks fans because he renewed whose contract? Phil Jackson, but they parted ways, Knicks fans. Parted ways. That's clap for y'all. Phil Jackson is an amazing coach, not amazing GM. Okay, can we agree on that? Don't disrespect Phil Jackson because as a coach, he was the man. Look at it. This question proves it. 11 rings, even though he did have 2 of the greatest of all time on his team. I guess 3 if you can include Shaq. But I think Phil Jackson coaching, bar none. He's one of the best. What's the number of this NBA star wears? We're talking about number 11. Klay Thompson, who was drafted in 2011 with the 11th pick. 3 11s right there. When which team won the finals? 2011. I think that's the Dallas Mavericks year. And they beat Miami. Yep. Who have this all-time great? Dirk, who wears number 41, the same number of wins this team had this season. Yo, my Bulls had 41 wins. Yes, that's right. Who have 6 rings because Jordan was here. Is a number that LeBron wore in Miami? Yes. What is LeBron's new number? Old number, new. He wears number 23, which is known to be worn by who else wears 23? Draymond does. Is Draymond a star? He's an all-star. But nobody else on this list wears 23, so Draymond is a number. Who's known for, kicking people in the nuts. I guess that's true. One of his victims was, okay, I mean, he kicked so many people, but I think the biggest one was the Steven Adams one. That's the one people remember the most, right? So Steven Adams, who went to college at Pitt, which is in which U.S. state? Oh, a little geography for me. This is not NBA related. This is geography. But that's in Pennsylvania. And then that's the 76ers, who are in Philly. Who drafted first overall pick? That is Markelle Fultz. Can't wait to see him play. Who went to college at Washington. Just like the real king of the fourth quarter. The real one? He's sitting right here in this chair. How about you just say the other king of the fourth quarter, all right? Who was the pick 60, which is also known as being pick 60 or Isaiah Thomas. Mr. Irrelevant. Just like Robert Sacre in the year. Yo, that's a shot at Robert Sacre. Whoever created this had to be a Lakers fan. Has to be a Lakers fan. Because nobody knows who Robert Sacre is because he's garbage. But the only year left is 2012, so I'm guessing that's it. When who won Rookie of the Year? That was Kyrie's year. Played college ball with, oh man, he went to Duke. Seth Curry went to Duke after he transferred from Liberty, whose dad is Dale Curry, who spent most of his career in Charlotte, home of the Hornets, who have Kemba, who played for UConn, just like Andre Drummond, who used to be teammates with Greg Monroe, who now plays for the Milwaukee Bucks, who drafted Malcolm Brogdon, who won Rookie of the Year. Yo, we're on the roll right here. Which was won by who in 2014? Michael Carter Williams, and look at him now. He's trash. Who went to Syracuse, just like this all-star, another Carmelo Anthony, who used to play for Denver Nuggets, who have 0 championships, just like this NBA team in Orlando, the Magic, who have this player that last name is a color. Okay, just Jeff Green, who played for what team in 2000? Oh, I almost clicked Wesley Johnson when it's that. And then it's Wesley Johnson because he was drafted 4th overall by the Timberwolves, who averaged how many points? Just like LeVar Ball, baby. The average score is only at 8%. Your boy got 100 on his second try, as you can see down here. Second try took me 9 minutes and 16 seconds, but your boy got it done. There were a couple questions that were kind of, iffy because there could have been multiple answers, just like the number 2 and then the Milwaukee Bucks question. But we did it. It was a lot of fun. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to personally thank Jack, who was the creator of this, who sent them my way. And I also want to plug a couple things, all right? So we're uploading this video. Great. You're watching this. You got to the end. You the man. I also uploaded a video of my league and a video talking about free agency. I uploaded the video on all 3 channels today. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'll leave it at the end of the video, also in the description, along with the link to the quiz. For tomorrow's shout out, first you got to leave a like and comment down below who is your favorite defender of all time. Thank y'all.